What's up, my pilots? Angryponcho here, and we're back playing Minecraft. What you're looking at is my most impressive pixel art sprite that I've done so far. I'm kind of proud of this one, actually. And I have something important I want to tell you guys. Something that I've just realized about myself. I believe I can fly. Oh yes. I have recently installed, and by recently I mean about 10 minutes ago, single-player mods. A single-player mod called single-player commands. And one of the commands you can do is the ability to fly like an eagle, 'cause I'm flying like an eagle. You know, I'm just, all these great songs about flying. Learning to Fly. Isn't there another song called Learning to Fly by the Foo Fighters? But I think it might have been by Tom Petty originally. Whoa. Seems like I'm colliding with the grass over and over again. So what happens if I just like turn this off? Anyway, there's some neat stuff that you can do in this game. And oh shit. Oot, shoot. This is also going to be the video in which I unveil some other amazing things. One of those things is the Poncho Pack 3.0. So I got basically three things that I want to talk about in this video. One of them is the pixel art, the second one is single-player commands, and the third is the Poncho Pack 3.0. To start with the first one, pixel art. I have made this a new hobby of mine. I've actually made 6 sprites total so far. So you can see I've done Yoshi, and a Metroid, and Charizard. And we have also done, let's see, what other commands work? Oh wow, jump works, great. So all the wonderful commands I use on the server are now single player as well. Joyous, joyous, joyous. And so I've done, let's see, those 3. And then I'm going to move my way just as quickly as I can back over to this other area. But I'm sort of just doing it because you guys remember when we had part 60, 61 or something like that? I think it was called The Breakup, when I talked about how Minecraft had sort of gotten boring for me. What I figured out is really I just need to change the scene. I've been doing the same thing over and over again, and it wasn't fun just to go hunting for diamonds and things anymore. Because I feel like I'd sort of all done it all before, and it wasn't that exciting anymore. So now I have found a newfound interest in the game, and that is with pixel art. Here we're walking past my Mega Man. That was a fun one. If you've liked me on Facebook, you actually would have already seen all of these a few days ago. So there's a link in the description if you'd like to go and do that. I don't want to spam that wall with just junk, so don't worry about me sending you garbage on your Facebook wall or whatever. And liking that page is just a very good decision, I would say. I got a link over here as well. And then the final one. Oh, actually, no. I have 7 now, because I forgot one of them. And that's Ness, of course. You remember Ness. So I suppose while we're walking around, this is also sort of an unveiling of Poncho Pack 3.0. Because beyond just the pixel art, there's the new textures and things. There's a bunch of new items, I think, that have been added recently. I've had to implement them in various patches, like the cookies and stuff like that. That's all done officially now. It's all in the pack, as usual. And I've also actually updated the GUI. So if you look here at the crafting square, got a black background now, with a nice metallic sheen instead of just the gray walls. I haven't done the item sprites yet. That'll be for 4.0. But all of the items, all the crafting areas, and all the inventory spaces look different now. And they all basically follow the same sort of theme with this metallic sheen with a black background. That squid has been stuck there for days. Oh, I got a little bug here with the texture pack, so please forgive me. I haven't patched this yet since I installed the mods. Like I say, it was like 10 minutes ago. So here you can see I got another black background. Makes it really easy to tell what you're looking at and what's transparent and what isn't, and you can read the numbers really well as well. I like the way it looks. I've also done some updated textures, some things that weren't Poncho packed before, like the beds. You can see that's now a Poncho Pack bed. You can actually see that the wooden legs are made from the wood sprite. Ah, a little consistency there. I like it. Of course, you probably already noticed that the door is the same thing. It's just a little bit lighter, so they're easy to pick out. And that window, of course. One weird thing with the Poncho Pack is that for some reason, the grass is so much darker than the dirt. But when you look in the texture pack, they're exactly the same color. Notch has recently changed the way that different grass biomes look from the side, and so as you can see, the snow biome matches up with the dirt just perfectly, but the grass biome for some reason has this darker peat moss look to it. I'm not sure what that is, because when you look in the texture pack, it doesn't look that dark. It looks exactly the same color as the dirt, so I have no idea what's going on there. That's another graphical glitch because I haven't patched for the HD. The HD patcher that you'll need to run when you're installing the Poncho Pack is also inside the pack. So when you download from the link in the description, that download will be a file folder that will include in it the Poncho or the patcher that you'll need to run in order to install any HD texture pack. And our last pixel sprite over here, which you probably already can tell what it is. A little Pikachu. Let's put a little stack here. I like to put something in front of each of the... Let's see, this is about the middle, isn't it? Somewhere around here. I also have these covered with glass because I know it snows here, and if it were to snow, it would cover the entire pixel art. Pikachu! Very nice. This is how I'm doing all the viewing platforms for these things. Oh, shoot. Ooh, falling too fast. Yeah, I'll go back and fill that in later. So that's what I've been working on recently. I've been doing pixel art, and I downloaded an inventory editor, Invet, and I've been using that to give myself copious amounts of wool. The Nest sprite and the Link sprite were the only two that I built legitimately from resources I gathered myself. And as you can see, the Link sprite was actually done with natural textures. I did it out of the dirt blocks, or actually it turned into grass blocks, wood blocks, and something else, I forget. I'm not sure, we could look when we go past it again, but I did that one actually legitimately, and then the Nest sprite I found and saved up all my wool and dyes in order to build that one legitimately as well. But the other ones just took far, far too much wool, and I recognized that I was never going to be able to make any pixel art of legitimate size like that Charizard if I didn't, inventory edit myself lots and lots of wool. If this concerns you, I apologize, but I can assure you that I won't be using any inventory edit or any single-player commands when I do my final LP of this game, which will be when the game is fully released. Sometime shortly after the game is released in its full final form. Man, I really should have applied that patcher before making the video. Yeah, this is what things will look like if you haven't applied the patcher. But once you run it, you basically will just it's fairly straightforward actually. You click on the input and output will automatically be detected as Minecraft.jar, and all you have to do is click texture pack and then navigate through your file menus until you get to the texture pack, and you'll just click on Poncho Pack 3.0, and then it will take you to. They'll basically have the options at the bottom that says patch. You click patch, and then it runs it. You hit test Minecraft to make sure it worked, and you should be able to run around and see all the delightful HD sprites. This is actually 4 times the natural resolution of Minecraft, so it's pretty nice. If I do say so myself, and I do. Okay, so that's Poncho Pack 2.0 and the sprite art. The other thing is the single-player mods, which I've just installed. I've only done just the one, single-player commands, because I'm not really interested in, just yet, things that are added to the game, because frequently if you install a mod that adds things, and then later on uninstall that mod, you can really F up your game and your save files, and I don't want to do that. The save file's already wonky enough as it is. Some very weird chunk rendering. But some neat things that you can do with this single-player commands, the thread for which is linked in the description, is you can change the weather. And I haven't figured out how to get it to snow yet, because it doesn't recognize the word snow. I'm not sure what you're supposed to put there. I'm sure somebody knows. But I can do rain. Oh, I see. The command is rain no matter which biome you're in. It just picks snow or rain based on your location. I see. I don't know if I really want this to be happening right now, because my sprites out there are probably going to get snow all over them because I haven't put the glass on them yet. I'm not actually sure if they're going to get covered. I might want to go check. The annoying thing about putting your sprites horizontally, which I like to do, just because I don't know, I want to look around my Minecraft world and be able to see. Okay, 2 reasons. I don't want it to look around and see the sprites standing up, looming over the landscape like that Charizard would be because he's so large. I want to be able to go somewhere and actually look like Minecraft and not look like an art gallery. But if I want to take a look at them, it's easy for me to climb up my little post and have a look at it. And it's more in the building than actually staring at it for ages. And so That's one reason, and the second is that it's much easier to build them when they're flat on the ground like that, rather than being horizontal, rather than being vertical, because you have to climb all over them in order to build them when they're vertical, and you have to build them layer by layer. Just it's more complicated, and I'm not that interested in being a little Turing machine running back and forth, permutating bits of wool as they go past in order to make an image when I'm finished. I sort of like to have this global viewpoint where I can step back at any given point and see how far I've gone on a sprite. When I did Charizard, I drew out his outline, and then drew in the colors later. Oh, it's raining again. I didn't do that. This is a natural occurrence of rain. I noticed that it rains every so often. It seems to almost be at regular intervals, but I'm not totally sure. It seems like it hasn't been very long since it rained last. I'm very thankful, actually. I have what's going over here. This is going to be called the Sea of Sprites. And basically, that's what it's going to be. This is a frozen ocean out here on the west coast, and out here I'm going to put all my sprites facing the same direction, so that hopefully at some point, when I fly over the landscape, command not found, oh, it's just fly, I'll be able to zip up here in the air and look down and see, you know, Charizard and Yoshi and hopefully many other sprites, because as you can see, it's a nice large ocean over here. And so I'm looking to put some more sprites out here. If you have any suggestions that I haven't done yet, leave them in the comments. And that's basically it. What else I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to talk about in this video. I wanted to mention those three things I outlined at the beginning. And I also wanted to talk about requests and things. And remind you guys that I have a Facebook where you guys can get insider information that you won't get on my channel page, because me posting a comment on my channel page is sort of a roundabout way of communicating with you guys, just because it's so slow. You may not happen to look at my channel very often. I know that the people I'm subscribed to, I watch their videos, but almost never go to their channel, so it's kind of tough for me. I like being able to change the time of day with this mod as well. So I'll have a bunch of links in the descriptions. Make sure to yell at me if I missed one. So that link down there should be my texture pack, Poncho Pack 3.0. There should also be a link to my Facebook. Then there should be a link to the download thread for single-player commands, which inside that thread there are some other videos and things linked that'll tell you how to install it and how to use it. And there should, let's see, is that it? I think so. I hope so. Oh, and then in the comments section there should be your suggestions for other pixel art I should do, or any other 3D things that I should build. I think I might move into 3D next, so I don't know. Somebody on the server did a 3D creeper that was pretty neat. I think maybe I might try to build some sort of 3D construction, like a sphere, maybe. Of course, we've already done the sphere, haven't we? We did that out of glass a long time ago. Darn, I didn't even think about that. Wow. I guess I've already gone 3D. Maybe I'll do something interesting. I don't know. I'll be sure to show you if I build anything magnificent. And this is the point where I should have ended the video. I'm just going to let you know that content stops here. Everything after this, when the video comes back in, this is post-commentary of course, when the video comes back in is just me talking for like 12 minutes and not really doing anything in the video besides running in circles, which I do subconsciously. So just a warning here, the rest of the video is me just espousing my own opinion about several different things about YouTube, as well as talking about a couple of different future LPs that I want to do, and some things about those. And then I eventually get a little bit ranty, a bit of a rant, talking about the way YouTube has evolved, and it's sort of lost its direction. So if you're not interested in seeing that, you just want to see the Minecraft, you can stop watching here. But if you want to listen to me talk and talk about a couple of future LPs and what I think about YouTube today, then watch to the end. Thank you very much. So other than that, just giving you guys an update on my status and saying that Minecraft has regained my interest, and I've gone right back to my old habit of watching an LP while playing Minecraft and building all sorts of things. We got Chugga's Grove over there, NCS's Forest of Light, and then we have now H.C. Bailey's Pixel Sprites, which are coming together. I've been watching his LP of Secret of Mana recently, and the LP I was watching before it, the one that was making me make all the references in the Mario videos, was because I was watching was the LP of Oracle of Seasons. I guess I'll go ahead and tell you guys that I'm planning on doing that game sometime soon. That was when I asked the question on my Facebook, was, do you guys prefer perfect sound with a fuzzy picture, or perfect picture with some broken sound? The response I got was mostly sound, which is probably a good idea, I think, because the images would be pretty good anyway. And that's because I was thinking about recording Oracle of Seasons, and it's a little bit difficult the way that I have the recording set up. I can't do fraps while also running the emulator because it doesn't quite jive properly. It F's up the sound for some reason, and I have no idea why. But who knows? I can use the built-in recording function in the emulator, though, however, to record my videos, and it just has a slightly lower resolution and quality. But I suppose that will suffice. That LP, I hopefully want it to be my next one. So it should start, let's see. Right now we're doing Oblivion, the main quest, and once that's done, Oblivion's basically finished for a long time. And then once that's done, the LPs we'll have going will be Mario, and then one other. So I suppose that Oracle of Seasons could be the one right after Fighters or Main Quest, I mean. I think that would work out well because it'll be summertime and I'll be wanting to do emulator videos. And I also already know what LP I want to do after Super Mario 64, but I'm not going to say what it is yet because I might change my mind. A famous LPer recently announced that he would be doing this LP sometime this year, and it's a little bit sort of like I want to get that done before he does it. Not because I'm competing with him, because I know I'm not, but because I would just feel like I was copying him if I did it after him. Whereas if I did it first, I know he's not going to watch my video and then do the LP because of it. And what's funny is that I'd already been thinking of doing an LP of this game before he announced that he was going to do his LP, but I suppose he had probably already been thinking about it for a while anyway. It's not like either one of us has any more right to LP the game than the other. I just don't want people who are subbed to both of us to get sick of the game for having watched two different LPs of it. But I suppose that hasn't been an issue in the past since I've done several games that he's also done. Let's see, Ocarina of Time, Super Mario Sunshine, to name two. Y'all know what I'm talking about now. If you're in on the loop, you know exactly what game that's going to be then. So just a little bit more insider information that you could have had. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you leave your requests in the comments. Oh, and thumb up and like this video, and you should subscribe to my channel, and all these other delightful things that YouTubers feel obliged to say at the end of their videos. Oh, since it's a Wednesday, we're going to be giving away an Xbox 360. Just leave a comment, like this video, and be favorited to my channel, and then you could be 1 in 500 million chance to win an Xbox 360. Thanks a lot for putting my video on the front page of YouTube yet again. See you next week. I'll be reviewing more viral videos at that time. That way I can feed off of other people's success in order to further my own. I'm not bitter. Actually, that's a complete lie. No, I'm not really bitter about other YouTubers' success, just because I'm not really interested in that sort of success that they have. It's more, I think I talked about this at the end of the Oblivion LP a little bit, but it's more that I'd much rather have a community than have a huge fan base. Like, I don't know. I'd rather like write a song and play it to a group of my friends and have them all really like it and have it mean something because it was relevant to our lives and I wrote it about us and we all really understood it and it was relevant and personal to us, than to be a rock star and have millions of fans who don't understand the metaphor of my lyrics at all. They just like it because it has a danceable beat. That's not as meaningful as someone who knows why you wrote the song or was there at the event that you're describing or whatever it is. That's kind of how I feel about these videos, but I do find it a bit obnoxious that YouTubers are so willing to do stuff like that. If somebody on a video says you need to thumb up their video and favorite it so that you can be you can win something or some garbage like that, don't do that crap. That's not right. Like the like button is for me a rare occasion, and favoriting a video is near unheard of. I don't give out praise very quickly. It has to really be earned. And so when I watch a video that really makes me laugh and I find it hilarious or has some great content in it, I'll hit that like button and to express the fact that I thought this video was superb and that it stands out among other videos I've seen. And only videos that are absolutely I fall in love with will end up getting favorited. And so I sure as hell I'm not going to do something like that just for some random update video that somebody posts about their recent Call of Duty gameplay video, or geez, they're Portal 2. Everybody's doing Portal 2 now. You know what? In 2 months, nobody will give a crap about Portal 2. Seriously, everybody will know how it ends already. Everybody will have played it at least once or twice. The co-op will be getting old, and you know what? We'll move on to a new game, and nobody will be thinking about it. It's all just riding the bandwagon, doing games that are popular, so that you can get more attention, rather than doing games that are really meaningful to you or have some sort of value. You know, really good games. And I'm not saying Portal 2 isn't a good game, because from what I've heard, it's got some good puzzles in it, and they added some new things that are actually useful new additions and not just garbage added in content like Valve likes to do at episodes 2 and 3, etc., etc. Saying more and more of the same, you know? It seems like they've actually put some new things in that are pretty neat, and the co-op is a whole nother ballpark with 4 portals. That's amazing. But I gotta say, I'm sure it's a good game, but I don't want to watch 8 different people do LPs of it. And I'm glad that none of the people I'm subscribed to are doing it, but I see on the front page of YouTube all the time now these videos for Portal 2, and it's like, come on, guys. Just because the game just came out, and it's like all of a sudden everybody feels like they gotta do a gameplay, they gotta do a run through on it. CNanners is doing it, I think. I don't know. They don't think about things in the same way I do, and I don't think that I'm better than them. I know some people might think that from my tone, but I don't think that I'm any better than them or that they're any better than me based on the quality of our content or our subscribers or anything like that. I think that they may have lost their direction. It's sort of like when a rock star gets so famous, they forget that they were once a 16-year-old kid in a garage desperately trying to learn the electric guitar so that he could play that gig at the nightclub at the end of the week. You know, you sort of lose track of your roots. You forget why it was you started making videos in the first place. You get so popular that you forget the passion and the enjoyment that you got from making the videos, and now it's just feeding the fans. You gotta feed your head. Ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. It's crazy, man. And I almost would not. I would not. I would reject subscribers. If I had... I'm not saying that I don't want people to subscribe to my channel, because if there are other people who enjoy my videos, I want them to watch my videos and enjoy it and, you know, be happy about it. But I would gladly not take the attention and the money from being a partner and crap like that if I recognized that I had lost track of why I was making YouTube videos, and that if I recognized that things weren't the same as they used to be. You know, you can imagine crap like, I don't know, you take viral sensations. They start out as these people who are just, you know, trying to make it big. They're, you know, posting videos on YouTube, you know, them singing or some joke video or a review of a game or something like that, and all of a sudden something picks up on it, and something about it just makes it fire off. It goes viral, and there's nothing that you could say about the videos. What was it that made that video go viral? Oh, it had a cute kitten in it in the background. It's like, no, something like that. But that's not how it goes for these people. They just it just happens. There's no real explanation for why their video is so popular or why this is happening. And then by the time, before they even know it, their original content is totally gone. They're just, you know, slapping out the next video every Tuesday and Thursday, and they don't even realize why they're doing it anymore. And I don't ever want to get to the point where I am making videos just for the sake of making videos. I tell you, there have been times when that has come into conflict for me. Like if you look at Pokemon Yellow, the YouTuber in me wanted to just say, no, like, I don't know, I started an LP, I've got to finish the LP now. There's absolutely no way that I can't finish this LP. I can't just leave it hanging and have it half done. But, you know, the video maker in me, you know, the video gamer in me said, no, the game is no longer fun. It's not, things aren't working out the way that I wanted them to. There's going to be a long break here. This game just needs to stop. Take the videos down. You know, this is a project you're not going to finish. And that's just what you would do. So, you know, imagine if like Portal 2. CNanners doing Portal 2. He does the first couple videos, and then his Xbox gets the red ring of death. What does he do? You think he's going to wait for 6 weeks, you know, to send his Xbox in and get another one back? No way. He's going to go out and he's going to spend money and buy a whole other Xbox just so he can finish the game. And this doesn't happen. This is a hypothetical situation, but this is what would happen, you know? He'd go out and he'd buy another one so that he could continue his LP of the game, and just to... He's not even doing an LP, he's doing a playthrough with commentary, which is totally different. We'll talk about that later. God, I am rambling like a motherfucker. If you guys are still watching this, I salute you. You must really like the sound of my voice, or maybe you actually agree with me. That would be nice, but it's that sort of thing where you get so dedicated into what you're doing. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't have loyalty to their audience. I did think about the fact that you guys have just watched 20 videos, and now it's like, oh crap, they're not going to come around again because I just, sort of let them on. I started an LP and I didn't finish it, and I recognize that's sort of a letdown for you guys, and I apologize for that sort of thing. But you're not making the videos. I'm not making the videos, for you guys. I'm making them because I enjoy making them, and you guys enjoy watching them. And if both of those things aren't happening, then I'm not going to make it. If the video is not enjoyable for me to make, or if I don't think you guys are going to be interested in seeing it, I'm not going to put it out there. I'm thinking of editing out a lot of this talk today because it doesn't sound like something very interesting to listen to. I'm not sure if you guys would want to watch it, but I'm sure enjoying making it. So it's got to have, most of both. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Thanks so much if you watched the video all the way through. We should have like a code word or something for people who watched it all the way through to leave in your comment. That way I'll know who you are. Say something about bananas in your comment when you leave me your pixel art suggestions. That way I'll know. Bananas. That's the keyword. You watched the whole rant. You get some street cred on the Poncho server. No, don't do that. Alright, I'll see you. God. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.